down. We were the first ones to tell you this. Walmart acquires controlling stake at Flipkart, and this is of course information that's coming in as we speak. Chandra, hold your thoughts there. In fact, if you have more details coming in from Walmart and Flipkart, we'll be happy to share them. Walmart to invest about $16 billion for initial 77% Flipkart stake. So we are not just talking about small numbers here. We are not talking about 71% and 75% as was being reported. It is a 77% stake and the numbers are a lot higher. It's a 16% stake. Walmart will invest about that money. This is much higher than the reports were initially suggesting. It's a $16 billion stake for a $16 billion fund for a 77% stake. That's the controlling stake that Walmart will acquire. And I think the important thing to notice there is the fact that it says for initial 77% stake. Are there plans to go ahead and acquire more stake? One doesn't know, and I think we will continue to get you more details. This is, of course, information that's breaking right here on ET Now. We were the first ones to tell you that a deal like this was brewing, that there will be a controlling stake. In fact, Chandra put out her neck yesterday and said that the stake will be between 70 to 80%, and there would be about $15 billion paid for this. This is a higher stake at 77%. The money that's being put on the table is $16 billion. Walmart's Flipkart investment includes $2 billion of equity funding as well. So, okay, there's going to be $14 billion there, and this includes $2 billion equity funding. But I think the takeaway line is initial money that's being put in for initial 77% stake, and I think that's a big giveaway. Chandra, let me bring this to you. $16 billion is higher than what reports were suggesting. And I think the fact that this is a 77% stake, a lot higher than what most had anticipated. And I think the takeaway for me really is for the initial 77%.
That's right, Supriya. You know, we are still awaiting the official comment from Walmart, Flipkart. But based on this, this is certainly $1 billion higher, $16 billion for 77%. The latest information that we had a while back was $15 billion for 71%. So clearly, I think we are seeing more investors tendering their shares. And as you said, it's the initial investment, but I think they mean that Walmart will end up infusing more cash as and when, Flipkart needs this, because this initial 16 billion, remember, it's going to be a combination of primary as well as secondary investment. A significant amount of that will go towards buying out some of the investors, the existing investors of Flipkart. So I must add here that this is not the official release from Walmart. We are still awaiting that official release. These are agency copies that are saying 77% of Flipkart for $16 billion. But the valuation that we put out in the morning would still hold. So that would value Flipkart at what? $21 billion, which is still an upside considering the last round they raised, they were valued at less than $15 billion. So whichever way you look at it, this is a significant endorsement of Flipkart, a validation for the Flipkart story. They were written off so many times when Amazon came into India, when Alibaba came into India, when investors started, really marking down their investments. But I think this is a validation, the fact that Walmart is willing to pay top dollar to acquire it and also perhaps keep out Amazon.
Oh, absolutely. And I've got Vani Kola joining us on the phone line right now on this big breaking news. And Ms. Kola, thank you very much for being with us. I must begin by talking to you about the kind of money that's being put on the table. And like Chandra was pointing out there, this is higher than what we ourselves had reported, which was $15 billion. This is $16 billion. Walmart is willing to put the top dollar for a higher stake. 77% stake is what's Walmart going to get. Of course, $2 billion of this is going to be equity funding as well. Your initial thoughts on the size of this deal, and just to remind our viewers here, this is the largest FDI that's flowing into India. So this is not just India's largest online retail sort of a deal. This is also the largest FDI infusion in the Indian market. Vani Kole, quick thoughts on the investor value that this has created, the exit options that this has thrown up, and this is really in some sense and in many ways coming of age for Indian e-com, is it not?
Yeah, I think first of all, it's a proud moment for all of us and for Indian entrepreneurs that, we have created, despite all the initial doubts, despite all the initial scrutiny, investigations, that a company has survived, thrived, and on a global platform has created a scale, no matter how you count it, that it's a proud moment. And secondly, I think it shows that the startup ecosystem in India is maturing. India has always been compared to US and China, and the question was, where are the exits? Where is the money for investors? Where is money for people who take risk, the employees? And so I think this is a big milestone towards maturity, and I think this portends that we will see a lot more coming in terms of progress from the startup ecosystem in future. So I think it's a celebration milestone.
Indeed. Vani Kola, and I've got a very special guest with me, Chris Gopalakrishnan, as well as a whole host of other people joining us on the show. K. Ganesh, co-founder, Growth Story; Vivek Vadva, the tech entrepreneur; Rahul Chaudhary, Stellaris Venture Partners; Harminder Sani, Wazir Advisors; and K. Vaithasivaran, India's first e-commerce entrepreneur. So I've got a whole host of people to go to, and I will go to them in just a bit. But before I go to each one of them, and of course, Chris Balakrishnan also join us right here. I'll go across to Chandra, and Chandra, the official word from Walmart is out, and what really catches my attention is the headline, is the header of that release, and it says Walmart to invest in Flipkart Group, India's innovative quote-unquote e-commerce company. So they're qualifying their buy, they're qualifying Flipkart, and they're saying this is India's innovative e-commerce company. But take it away and help us understand very quickly what the official word is besides what has already come out.
That's right. It's finally official. The release from Walmart is here. As Supriya said, they've said Walmart to invest in Flipkart Group, India's innovative e-commerce company. It says this is a significant opportunity to partner with local market in a large, fast-growing market. It also says Flipkart's strong leadership team will be supported by Walmart, Tencent, Tiger, and Microsoft. So these are the investors who stay back in Flipkart. It also says that this investment underscores the long-term commitment to India, where company looks to serve customers, support job creation, small businesses, farmers, and women entrepreneurs. So this gives you a sense of why they have made this bet. It also says Walmart supports Flipkart's ambition to transition into a publicly listed majority-owned subsidiary in the future. Supriya, that's the most important headline in this release. Walmart has kept a window open for Flipkart's IPO. We do not know when that will happen, but they've clearly said Walmart supports Flipkart's ambition to transition into a publicly listed majority-owned subsidiary in the future. That's a big headline. Walmart keeps option open for Flipkart's IPO. Though they have acquired a majority stake, they have kept that window open, but I think this will be contingent on financial milestones. Walmart has also said that it has signed definitive agreements to become the largest shareholder in Flipkart Group. The investment will help accelerate Flipkart's customer-focused mission to transform commerce in India. And Supriya, this is the official stake sale number. They're saying subject to regulatory approval in India, Walmart will pay approximately $16 billion for an initial stake of 77% in Flipkart. The remainder of the business will be held by some of Flipkart's existing shareholders, including co-founder Binny Bansal, Tencent, Tiger Global, and Microsoft. So this is also something we've reported. While Sachin Bansal is expected to exit completely, Binny Bansal will still hold on to his stake in Flipkart. It also says, while the immediate focus will be on serving customers and growing the business, they will transition to a publicly listed company in the future. So Supriya, you finally have it. A big confirmation coming from Walmart. More importantly, a Flipkart IPO coming in the future.